Hari, Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki Jai, Nityal Vishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shishimar, Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shila Guru Dev ki Jai. Nityal Vishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shishimar, Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj ki Jai. Nityal Vishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shishimar, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nityal Vishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shishimar, Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nityal Vishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shishimar, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai. Nityal Vishta Maha Bhagavat Shila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Nityal Vishta Shila Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki Jai. Nityal Vishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Shila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai. Nityal Vishtam Vishnupad Shila Bhakti Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Gosai Maharaj ki Jai. Nityal Vishtam Vishnupad Shila Bhakti Balabatirtha Gosai Maharaj ki Jai. Nityal Vishtam Vishnupad Shila Bhakti Dait Madhav Gosai Maharaj ki Jai. Nityal Vishtam Vishnupad Shila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj ki Jai. Nityal Vishtam Vishnupad Shila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Gosai Maharaj ki Jai. All the associates of Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, and all the disciples and followers of those associates ki Jai. Jai Srila Baladev Vijibhushan Prabhu ki Jai. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki Jai. Shri Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Trai ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Gosai Pad ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadas Raghunath Shar Gosai Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki Jai. Namachay Shri Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Kshetra Mandala, Gaura Mandala, Vraja Mandala, Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda ki Jai. Shri Amuna Devi Ganga Devi ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki Jai. Shri Purnamasi Yoga Maya ki Jai. Shri Gopishwar Mahadev ki Jai. Shri Hari Nāma Sankirtan ki Jai. All the Nam Kirtans by all the Kirtans glorifying Śrī Nāma by Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki Jai. Jai Shri Hari Nāma Sankirtan ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Tividito Kodiya Gurvanvaye Bhato Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanai Maya Varati Mingilo Daragatan Udritya Jivaniman Krishna Prema Sudabdi Gahana Sukhang Pradat Prabhung Tang Bhaje. Vande Bhakti Vinodang Shri Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajang Radha Rasa Sudha Nidhim. Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Vrishabhanusutanvitavamatanu Yamuna Tatanagaranandasutam Murali Kalagita Vinoraparang Bhajagodrumakanana Kunjavidum Smara Gauragadadara Kelikalang Bhava Gauragadadhara Pakshachara Shrinu Gauragadadhara Charukathang Bhaja Godrumakanana Kunjavidum Tavaivasmi Na jivami tvaya vina Iti vigyaya devi tvang Nayamang charanantikam Bhaktya vihina aparadalakshay Kshiptascha kamadhitaranga madhye Kripamayi tvam sharanam prapanna Vrinde namaste charanaravindam Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams, dear devotees. Who is there? Let's see. Dandavat Pranams, Niri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Amal Krishna Prabhu, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Deepika Didi, Rukmini Didi, Krishna Premavati Didi, Raseshwari Mataji, Shripad Bhaktivedanta Sajan Maharaj, and all the other devotees watching on YouTube and Facebook. If you write a comment, I'll see who you are. Also pranams to all the devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jayadev Prabhu, Krishna Vallabha Didi, Ananda Pradayani Didi, Anuradha Mataji, Vrinda Didi, Krishna Mai Didi, and everybody else. Dandavat pranams, Chatamai Mataji, Hari Bol. So today we are going through Hare Krishna Vraj Kishori Didi, Hari Bol. So yeah, today we're going to go through two songs about how to change our taste. Right now, all the things of this world are so tasteful to us, and Krishna's name is not so tasteful, at least not as tasteful as all the other things I love, all the music I like, the movies I like to watch, the things I like to do, the friends I like to have, like all my friends, and all the things that we get juice out of in this world, all the things that are tasteful for us. Right now, that's the thing that we relish, and that's the thing that we want all the time. But Krishna's name is not as relishable to us. And at least not to me, speaking for myself. And so these two songs are very similar. One is based on Śrīla Rupa Goswami's 7th verse to Upadeshamrita, Sat Krishna Nama Charitadi Satapya Vidya. And the next song is based on the Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami's I think it's called the Abhishta Suchanam, if I remember, Stotra or something like that. I'm not so familiar with it, but it's based on the 2nd verse of that by Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami. So Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami today. They're two verses, and then the songs that Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura wrote based on those verses. The second song, Bhojana-lālase, I'm still not so familiar with that song, so we're kind of exploring this together. But all right. Okay, first let me find the first song. Where is it? Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Upadesh. Well, when did we go? Oh, is it Upadesh songs? Okay. Sorry, I just need to find it really quick. How does it go? Tomāre Bhuliyā. Uh-oh. Sorry guys, let me just find it really quick. Oh yeah, it's all Upadesh songs, so it'll be here. Okay, now I'll find it. Tomāre Bhuliyā. There it is. Okay, so let's go through this. Let's paste it here. Let's make it a little bigger. As you know, I'm very bad at preparing. Okay, so Krishna Nama Charitari Satapya Vidya. Let's recite this from Upadeshamrita, verse 7. Syat Krishna Nama Charitari Satapya Vidya Pito Patap Tarasanasya narochikano Kintvadarādanudinam khalu saiva jushta Swadvikramar bhavati tarkadamulahantri. So the translation is, the tongue afflicted with the jaundice of ignorance cannot taste the sugar candy of Krishna's names, pastimes, and so on. Okay, so Hare Krishna Sarveshwari Mataji. So for the tongue, Rasanasya, I'm actually not so familiar. Like I mean, I know the verse, but I never really like analyzed the word for word. So that's why I might go a little bit slower. But for the, of the tongue, Rasanasya means of the tongue, which is upatapta, which is afflicted. I'm guessing, and this is just my guess, but upatapta, I'm guessing, is afflicted with the pitta. With pitta means bile, and it also means jaundice. The jaundice of avidya, of ignorance. So for that tongue, narochikanu, Krishna's name, Krishna's charita, his activities, and so on. So in other words, his nam, rup, gun, lila, all that, even though api means even though it is like sita, it is like sugar, but still it's narochika. There's no taste. This tongue, which is afflicted with this jaundice, with this pitta, it doesn't experience any taste from this sugar candy of Krishna's name and activities, etc. Kintu, but adarad, anudinam. If anudinam, every day, adarat means with honor and faith and with respect and love, with this adar, anudinam, every day, if you take this sugar candy of Krishna's name and activities and so on, then kalu means certainly. What does jushta mean? I don't know. Then certainly swadvi means it will become tasteful, kramad, gradually it will become swadvi. It will be and bhavati means becomes. Gradually bhavati, it becomes swadvi, tasteful. And tad gada mula hantri, and this pitta utapta, this disease of jaundice, will mula, from the very root. Tad means that jaundice, at the very root, mul, it will be hantri, will be destroyed. If kramad, every day, no, anudina means every day. If every day, adarat, with respect, we, I'm guessing jushta means take it, like, but I don't know, that's just a guess. But like if we continuously take this Krishna Nam, this sugar candy. Okay, so let's look at the song by Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. Hari He Tomāre Bhuliyā avidya pīdāi pīdita rasanamor. Okay, so Tomāre Bhuliyā means having forgotten you. Hari He, oh Hari, having forgotten you. Then my tongue, rasana means a tongue, and more means mine. So my tongue is pīdita. It's afflicted, it's diseased. With what disease? By the disease of avidya, of ignorance. Avidya pīdai. By this disease of ignorance, my tongue is afflicted, it's diseased, pīdita. And Krishna Nama Sudha, and this ignorance, which is, thinking that these temporary designations are the reality, are the eternal reality for me. That I am Madhukar, I'm from America, I live in India, this is my parents, these are my friends, these are my hobbies, all these things. This is all avidya, it's all ignorance. It's not actually, it has nothing to do with who I really am, my soul. And so it's ignorance, and I'm plagued, I'm afflicted by this ignorance. And so therefore my tongue is diseased. I have a diseased tongue, a pīdita rasana. And so Krishna Nama Sudha, Krishna's name, your name, which is Sudha, which is absolute nectar, bhalo nahi lage, I don't like it. That's how you say in Bengali, how you say I don't like something, you say amar bhalo lage na, I don't like it. It's not tasteful to me. It's unpleasant for me. Why? Because vishaya sukhete bhor. Because bhor, I'm completely engrossed in this vishaya sukh, in these worldly pleasures. So therefore, Krishna's name doesn't taste like it doesn't taste good to me. Completely engrossed in vishaya sukh. Pratidina jadi. If every day, jadi means if, pratidina means every day, adar koriya. Adar means with, adar koriya means with loving regard. Śrī Nāma kirtana kori, I chant those names. Śrī Nāma means those names of yours, Krishna's name. Kirtan kori, if I do kirtan of those names, then just like, Jeno means just like sitapal, like sugar candy, nashya roga mul, that which destroys. Nashya means destroying this rog, this disease, mul, at the root. Then gradually swadu hoy, it becomes tasteful. Oh Hari. So if with loving regard I daily chant that holy name, which acts like sugar candy that can destroy jaundice at its root, then gradually that name will become sweet to me, oh Hari. So it's so easy. Just need to do it every day and it will gradually taste sweet. But durdaiva amar, but my misfortune, my durdaiva, my great misfortune, Śrī Nāma adar, I've not developed. Na hoilo means I've not developed adar. I've not developed loving regard, Śrī Nāma, for those names. So Śrī Nāma adar na hoilo. Oh Doyamoy, oh most merciful one. Oh Doyamoy, oh you who are overflowing with compassion. So all I have to do is pratidin jadi adar koriya Śrī Nāma kirtana kori. All I have to do is with adar, with loving regard, if I do it every day, chant those names, then this disease will be destroyed at the root. So it's not very difficult. But for some reason this adar, let's look up the word adar in the dictionary also. I just want to, adar. So with fondness, caress, appreciation, respect, reverence, honor, esteem, hearty reception. And then, like whenever I pet the cows, they always say, he's, oh, tumi adar korcho. Like when I'm rubbing the cow's neck, they always say. So like I always think of it as like that, like with affection and lovingly, like that. But yeah, with loving regard. So all I have to do is, with loving regard, chant that name every day, and then it will be destroyed and it will become sweet. But Durdaiva Amar, my misfortune, is that this adar, showing this loving regard, developing this I haven't been able to develop this loving regard for the name. For some reason, I just can't honor it. Whenever I chant it, I just like, because when the name is actually, the Maha Mantra is an address. You're calling out, oh Krishna. But when I do it, I'm not thinking that I'm calling out to Krishna. I'm thinking of all other things. So I'm just like saying, oh Krishna, oh Krishna, oh Radhe, oh Radhe. But I'm not even thinking about the person I'm calling out to. And so I can't even do that. I can't even just with like a little bit of honor and respect be able to chant the names. And so Dasha Aparad, how will these 10 offenses, Kemon means how, will the Dasha Aparad, which is my great misfortune. What is this Durdaiva? Amar Durdaiva, my misfortune is these 10 offenses to the holy name. How will I be able to ever, Koi means, how will I be able to destroy these? How will I be able to get rid of these 10 offenses? Which is like the root of why I'm not able to chant the name with any honor. It's because I've been disrespecting the name for so long. I've had all these offenses against the holy name, so it's difficult actually for me to show any honor for the name. I have all these, it's like my habit to disregard the name. So Anudina Jeno. If I just chant Anudin every single day, Anudin means day after day after day, Tava Nama Gai, I sing Tava Nam, your name, then Kramete Kripaya Tava. Then Kripaya Tava, by your mercy, Kramete, gradually, Aparad Jabe, all these aparads, all these offenses will go away, and name ruchi habe, and I will gain ruchi, taste, name, for these names. This taste for the names will arise within me, and then finally, ashvadivo namasava. Then I will relish. Ashvadivo means I will relish. Namasava, asava. Asava means the honey or the nectar of Nam, Namasava, the name honey, name nectar. I will relish the nectar of the name. So this is the way to do it. To understand my situation, that I have this misfortune, that I have never developed loving regard for the name, and what is that? Misfortune is these 10 offenses to the holy name. But how do we destroy these 10 offenses to the holy name? Is also by chanting. By chanting. That's the remedy. There's a verse in Harinam Chintamani. We put it in the songbook. Let me just find it really quick. It also says the same thing. What is a word? What is a keyword? 1 second. Sorry. It's not loading this search. Whatever. How come it's not letting me search? It's so weird. There. Okay. Whatever. I don't know why my computer's not responding. There. Okay, now it'll work. Ki Shaya. There. It'll be here. Okay, so this is from Harinam Chintamani. It says, this is Harinam Chintamani, chapter 13, verse 56. Avishranta name nam aparadha jai, tahe aparadh kabo sthana nahi pai. Through unceasing chanting, all offenses to the name fly away. In such chanting, offenses find no place. Avishranta name nam aparadha jai, tahe aparadha kabo sthana nahi pai. And also at the very end of the 10 offenses to the holy name, let's see. There are these two verses that are really nice, saying the same thing. Also, what's a key word for the 10 offenses? Here, okay. So after in Padma Puran gives these 1, 2, 3, 4 verses. No, 3 verses. No, 4 verses. Sorry, guys. Okay, so at the end of that, then there are these 2 verses. If somehow, out of negligence or error, a sadhak commits an offense to the holy name, then by continuously performing Nam Sankirtan, he should take exclusive shelter of the holy name. So, Jate Nama Paradepi Pramadena Katanchana Sada Sankirtayan Nama Tad Eka Sharano Bhavet. And for those entangled in offenses to the holy name, it is the name itself that removes their misfortune. When chanted without interruption, that very name indeed bestows all perfection. Nama Parada Yuktanam Namanyeva Harantyagam Avishranta Prayuktani Tanivartha Karani Cha. So consistency is the all-important thing. Aparad Shunya Hoye Loho Krishna Nam. Then like that. Also, Nityananda Prabhu says, Aparad Shunya Hoye, being free from offense. Loho Krishnam, take the name of Krishna. So I think I really liked the practice in ISKCON. Lots of times they do that, right? In the morning japa session, they recite these 10 offenses to the holy name and they chant for 1 hour. I think that's a really powerful practice, to chant and be conscious of these 10 offenses. And as you see, these 10 offenses to the holy name are also things that we're doing when we're not chanting. They're like how we're living our lives also. So everything we do in our lives is so that we can chant Harinam. Even service to the Vaishnavas, we were just reading yesterday, right? About how service to the Vaishnavas, Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj explains how the reason, like we serve the Vaishnavas so that we get taste in Harinam. Everything we do should be for Harinam. Okay, so let's go, what time is it? Okay, let's go through the next song now. And if we have time at the ends, then maybe we could read our Acharya's commentaries on this song, on this verse, Sat Krishna. But let's now move over to this song, Bhojana-lālase Rasane Amar. Okay, so this is, Śrīla Raghunath. Oh, it says this is Abhishta Suchana 10. Okay, I thought I said 2. Yeah, okay, so this is Raghunath Das Goswami's Abhishta Suchana. Okay, so I'll read the translation first, and then I'll try to figure out the Sanskrit, just because I'm not familiar with this verse. So the name Radha is just like fresh, pleasing nectar that enchants the mind. And the name Krishna is like astonishingly sweet and thick condensed milk. O tongue tortured by thirst, mix the two together, add the fragrant ice of anurag, and continuously drink this superb beverage. Alright, so let's see. Radheti Nama. So the name of Radha is like Navasundara. It's like ever fresh, beautiful Siddhu, nectar, which mugdam, which enchants the mind. completely captivates the mind. This nectar just, not only is it distasteful, but it captivates your mind, and it's ever fresh. The more you chant it, the more tasteful and new, and it never gets boring or old or anything. It just becomes more new and more astonishing, right? So it's Nava Sundar Siddhu Mugdam. And the next line describes Krishna's name. Krishneti Nama Madhura Arvuta Gada Rupam. Gada refers to sweetened condensed milk. Gada, condensed milk. So Krishna's name is like madhur, sweet, arbhuta, astonishing, wondrous, gada, condensed milk, rupam. It takes the form of sweet, astonishing, condensed milk. Now, sarvakshanam, at all times, sarvakshanam, always, surabhi raga himena, by the hima, himena means by the hima, or by the ice of, and it says surabhi, of fragrant ice, of rag, of this deep attachment, right? That's our goal, is to have this rag that the Vrajvasis have for Krishna, right? That's what this rag marg is. To have, so I want to have this deep, intense attachment to Krishna, like the Vrajvasis. So this is like fragrant ice, surabhi hema, and ramyam, which is most enchanting, attractive. So kritva tad eva piba rasane kshudarte. So kritva. So I think kritva means having done, right? But I think here it's meaning like having mixed these together. Tad eva piba me rasane kshudarte. Oh rasana, oh tongue, which is kshudarte, which is always arthi, which is always desirous, or which is always hungry, thirsting, which is always thirsting for, which is always suffering out of thirst. Like this tongue is just always wanting, so thirsty. Oh, you tongue. Piba. Me means my, right? So me rasa, I think. So always drink, tad. Certainly means eva. So certainly always drink tad, that beverage. Anyways, that's how I'm understanding it. So first line is Radharani, Radha's name, which is Nava Sundara Siddhu Muktam, which is like ever fresh, enchanting nectar, Siddhu Muktam. And then the second line is Krishna's name, which is like Madhur Arbhuta Gada, which is sweet, astonishing, condensed milk. So Sarvakshan, all the time, Surabhi Raga Himena, with this scented ice, or this fragrant ice of rag. Mix this together and then drink it. Oh, you tongue, who are always thirsty. Tortured. Artha means tortured. Okay, tortured by kshuda, by thirst. Let's look at the song now. That was just like my figuring out the Sanskrit words from looking at the translation. But But ramyam usually means enchanting or delightful or something like that, right? Oh, superb beverage. I don't know. Okay, so Bhojana-lālase. Bhojana-lālase rasane amar shunoho vidhanamor. Oh, rasane means oh tongue. Amar means my. Oh my tongue. Who are Bhojana-lālase, who are always thirsting. Lalas means this like greedy, right? Greed. Lalasa means greed, or this yearning, hankering, right? This whole last week we were going through all the lalasa songs, right? All the songs of yearning, thirsting, hankering, right? So oh tongue, we're always hankering bhojan, to eat nice things. Oh my tongue. Shunoho vidhanamor. Shunoho means listen to my vidhan, to my prescription I'm going to give you, to my words. Śrī Nāma Yugal. The transcendental name of the Yugal, of the divine couple, Ragha Sudha Ras, which is made of ras, nectar, ambrosial ras of rag, the ras-filled nectar of rag. Kaya takyo bhor. Just bhor, that same word bhor means absorb yourself, immerse yourself. Kaya and takyo means, and just remain immersed in, or absorbed in kaya, in drinking. Kawano in Bengali means drinking or eating. So drinking that sweet ras-filled nectar, this rag sudha ras of Śrī Nāma Yugal, of the name of the divine couple. Okay, so now this verse looks like this verse is based on the first line of the verse, and this verse is based on the second line. So this verse is about Srimati Radhika's name. This verse is about Krishna's name. So Navasundara Piyusha Radhika Nam Ati Mishta Manohar Tarpana Dham. So the name Radhika Nam, is Navasundar, is fresh and beautiful Piyusha, ambrosia. It is Ati Mishta, it is extremely, Ati means extremely, exceedingly, Mishta, sweet. And Manohar, it steals the mind, it's enchanting, captivating. Tarpan Dham, and it is the Dham, it is the complete abode of Tarpan, of satisfaction. So, O tongue, you who are Bhojana-lālase, who are always hankering and greedy for bhojan, eating nice things, this Srimati Radhika's name, which is ever fresh, beautiful nectar, Navasundar Piyush, is Tarpan Dham. It is the abode of complete satisfaction. This is what will satisfy you. And Krishna Nam, the next verse, Krishna Nam Madhur Adbhuta Gada Dugde. Krishna's name is sweet, astonishing. Gada Dugde is thickened. Dugdha means milk. So when you cook down milk and you cook it down and you cook it down until it becomes like rubbery, kheer, like thick and condensed milk. Krishna's name is like that, astonishingly sweet, thick and condensed milk. Madhur Adbhuta Gada Dugdha. Now, Ativa means with very, great. Ativa means utmost jatana, with utmost care. Koro mishrita. You should mishrita. Mishrita means mix. Oh, lubdhe. Oh, you greedy one. Oh, you greedy tongue. Lubdhe. Koro mishrita. Mix this. What? Mix what? The Navasundar Piyush of Radhika's name and the Madhuradbhuta Gada Dugdha of Krishna's name. Mix these two together with great care. Ativa jatana. Then Surabhi Raga Hima Ramya Tahi Ani. Now add the delightful. Ramya means delightful. Tahi Ani. Aniya means bringing that, so taking that delightful, the Ramya Hima, ice of Surabhi Raga, of Raga, this deep, intense attachment for Krishna, like the Brajvasis. Surabhi, which is fragrant. So this fragrant ice of this rag. And aharaha pana koroho. And then after you add this ice of rag, then aharaha pan koroho. Aharaha means continuously, day and night. Just aharaha pan koroho means drink it. Drink it sukha janiya, understanding what happiness is. Sukha janiya. this is when you'll actually know what is happiness. Right now you haven't experienced happiness. There is no happiness in this world. But once you drink this continuously, then you'll have some understanding of what really happiness is. And once you drink this superb beverage, then nahi rabe, then no longer will remain prakrita pipasa, thirst for prakrita, for this anything mundane. Rasane, O tongue. As this adbhuta ras, this astonishing ras, tua puraobo asha. It will fulfill puraobo asha. It will fulfill all your desires. Tua means your, puraobo asha. Puraobo asha means it will fulfill all your desires. And then Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, he ends this verse with all humility. He says, Das Raghunatha Pade. So at the feet of Raghunath Das Goswami, Bhaktivinod, this Bhaktivinod Jachai begs. He begs for Radha Krishna Nam, for the delightful names. Pramod means delightful, Radha Krishna Nam. He begs for the delightful names of Radha and Krishna. So both of these songs are really like, what is that verse by Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura? I think it's in Prabhu, what is it? Prabhu Tava Para Yuge, More Nivedan. He says, Vishaya Jai Priti Eve, Achaye Amar, She Mata Priti Hok Charane Tomar. Right? May I have affection for you in the way that I now have affection for the objects of my senses. All the things that I love about this world, may I love you to the same degree. May I transfer that love over to you. And how do we do that? By Krishna Nam. So yeah, we have these two beautiful songs, prayers, for when we chant. Like, please make me taste let me change my taste buds so that, and because once we do actually taste the name, once we are able to drink this beverage that Raghunath Das Goswami is saying, then he says right here, right? What does it say? Then nahi robe prakrit pipasa. Then no longer will he crave anything mundane. I'm just going to read this translation through because I didn't actually let's just read it through one time really quickly. So, O my tongue who longs to experience tastes, heed my words. Absorb yourself in drinking the sweet, ras-filled nectar of Rag, that is the beautiful names of the divine couple. The name Radhika is fresh, beautiful ambrosia. It is extremely sweet, utterly enchanting, and the abode of complete satisfaction. The name Krishna is astonishingly sweet condensed milk. O greedy one, O Lubdhe, with great care, blend it with the ambrosia that is Radhika's name. Blend it with this. And then add the delightfully fragrant ice of Anurag, and continuously drink this superb beverage, knowing what real happiness is. O tongue, no longer will you crave anything mundane, as this astonishing ras will satisfy all your desires. At the lotus feet of Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami, Bhaktivinod begs for the delightful names of Radha and Krishna. So let's sing this song through, and then we'll see what to do with the rest of the time. Okay. O Bhojana-lālase rasane amar, shuno ho vidhana mor. Śrī Nāma jugal raga sudharasa, khaiyatha kiyo bhor. Nava sundar piyusha Radhika nam, ayati mishta manohara tarpana dham, Krishna Nama Madhura Adbhuta Gara Dugde Ativa Jatane Koro Mishrita Lubde Ativa Jatane Ativa Jatane Koro Mishrita Lubde Surabhiraga Hima Ramya Surabhiraga Hima Ramya Tahi Ani Aharaha Panakaraho Sukha Jani Nahiro Birasane Prakrita Pipasa Arbhuta Rasa Tua Purabo Asha Dasa Raghunatha Pare Bhakti Vinod Jachai Radha Krishna Nama Pramod Jachai Radha Krishna Nama Pramod Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. Okay, so what are the three things? Radha's name is Piyusha, is this sweet nectar, and Krishna's name is this Gara Dugdha, condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk. And Hima is the ice, so then we add the ice, so then the drink becomes refreshing. Refreshing is this Surabhirag, this fragrant raga, this intense attachment and hankering, and thirst also, right? And Chaitanya Charitamrita uses the word thirst for Krishna, this intense attachment for him and affection. All right, so those are the songs for today. I guess that's. I don't have anything else on my mind. I don't have anything really prepared or anything like that. So maybe we could end early, or if you like, we could read the commentary on this verse. Syat Krishna Nama Charitadi Stapya Vidya. Right here. Okay, I think I'll do that. I'll just read this. So this is in Upadeshamrita, verse 7, the process of performing bhajan of Shri Krishna's name and pastimes. Nama and Charita. And Adi, and so on. So I guess it's like Nam and Charita. So it's, and then Adi is like everything in between, right? So we have the Nam, and then Charita is the Lila, so that's the last one, and then everything in between is the Rup Gun. So Nam, Rup, Gun, Lila, and also it can refer to the Dham of Krishna, and also the associates of Krishna, or of Mahaprabhu, like that. Okay, so we already went. Okay, this is a more in-depth translation, Bhav Anuvad. So, aho, those whose tongues are afflicted by the jaundice of avidya, or in other words, those who are afflicted by the ignorance born of being indifferent to Shri Krishna from a time without beginning, cannot relish the nectarian names, form, qualities, and pastimes of Shri Krishna, which are compared to the sweetest sugar candy. Instead, these attributes taste bitter to them. But if with great faith one regularly takes this sugar candy of chanting and hearing the transcendental names, form, qualities, and pastimes of Shri Krishna, it gradually becomes relishable to him and destroys at the root his disease, the jaundice of avidya, or indifference to Shri Krishna. In other words, he becomes spontaneously attached to Shri Krishna. And now here's the Upadesh Prakashika Tika. Is that by Radharaman? Who's that? I just want to see who this commentary is by. Okay, it will be in the introduction. Sorry, one second. Or maybe it'll be at the very beginning of the book. Sorry, guys. I always like to know who's... Okay, so this is by Radharaman Das Goswami. And Radharaman Das Goswami he appeared in the dynasty of the Vrindavan Goswamis who serve Radharaman. The deity was established by Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Okay. Anyhow, so this is his commentary. Alright, sorry about that. So when sadhaks are still affected by the obstacles that impede progress in devotional life, by these anarthas, their minds are restless and disturbed. For this reason, it is not easy for them to develop a taste for Bhagavan's name and so forth. Because of these anarthas, right? In the second verse of Shikshashtakam, he says, what is it? Durdaiva. He also uses that word Durdaiva. Right? And that word's used in this verse. But that durdaiva, this misfortune, refers to anarthas. Okay. Still, they should not relent, even a little, in their determination to continue performing Nam Bhajan. Being indifferent to Sri Krishna since beginningless time is called avidya, ignorance. In this verse, such avidya is compared to the disease of jaundice. When one is afflicted with this disease, his tongue's sense of taste is warped. Although Sri Krishna's names, form, qualities, and pastimes are like the sweetest sugar candy, a person afflicted by ignorance does not find them tasteful. By regularly taking sugar candy, one's jaundice is gradually mitigated, and the candy also begins to become tasteful to him. Similarly, by daily cultivating in a regulated manner the limbs of bhakti, headed by performing kirtan of Sri Krishna's names and hearing narrations of his pastimes, a sadhak's anarthas, beginning with a tendency to commit offenses, are eradicated, and natural love for Śrī Nāma and Hari Katha awakens within him. And Piyush Varshini Vritti. So now this is my Gurudev's commentary on this, I think. Yeah. In the third verse of Sri Upadeshamrita, qualities and activities that nourish bhakti were given. In addition to those qualities and activities, this verse describes the procedure for the cultivation of chanting Krishna Nam and so forth with Sambandha Gyan. We want to chant with Sambandha Gyan. The tongue afflicted with the jaundice of avidya cannot narrate Sri Krishna's pastimes, and it cannot chant his name. But regularly taking the sugar candy of hearing and chanting, Krishna's Nam, Rup, Gun, and Leela with great respect, is capable of eradicating the disease of ignorance. Each and every jiva, like a minute conscious particle within a ray of the complete conscious Krishna Sun, is by nature an eternal servant of Krishna. When the jiva forgets this fact, he is seized by the disease of ignorance. Due to this, he is devoid of taste for devotional activities, headed by the chanting of Krishna's name. But by taking good association, and by the resultant mercy received from the sadhu, guru, and Vaishnav, he becomes capable of remembering Krishna's name, form, qualities, and pastimes. And he gradually obtains realization. He obtains realization of his eternal self. As realization of his eternal nature gradually expands, his taste for devotional activities like chanting Krishna Nam increases accordingly. So what is the taste that happens? Is really means understanding who your real nature is, what because everything's already there. We just need to awaken it. We need to uncover it. And so we have a relationship with Krishna, and we have all this. We just need to. So the more we start to realize our real nature, then that our natural feeling of love for Krishna will come, simultaneously. As realization of his eternal nature gradually expands, his taste for devotional activities like chanting Krishna Nam increases accordingly. Simultaneously, his ignorance is dispelled step by step. This is the basis for the comparison to sugar candy. The tongue of one afflicted with jaundice will not find sugar candy tasteful, but by taking this candy regularly, his jaundice is gradually cured, and that sugar candy will become tasteful to him. Therefore, with enthusiasm, firm faith, and patience, one should always continue to hear and chant Krishna's name, form, qualities, and pastimes. And then Anuvritti. I don't know what the Anuvritti is. Maybe that's a further commentary of Śrīla Gurudev. I don't actually know. Anyways, and then we'll just read this. It'll be 1 minute, and then the time will be finished. Anuvritti. Shri Krishna's name, form, qualities, and pastimes are compared to sugar candy, and ignorance is compared to jaundice. Just as delectably sweet sugar candy does not appeal to the tongue that is afflicted by jaundice, the delightful and delicious sugar candy of Shri Krishna's names, form, qualities, and pastimes do not appeal to the jiva who is engulfed by ignorance, due to his indifference to Krishna, which has no beginning in time. If, however, one continuously takes the medicine of the sugar candy of Shri Krishna's names, form, qualities, and pastimes with great honor and faith, the sweet taste of Shri Krishna's name will gradually increase, and the disease of material enjoyment, which is rooted in the desire to be aloof from Krishna, will be dissipated. In the Padma Puran Svargakanda 4856, it is confirmed that the principal effect of the holy name will not be immediately experienced when taken by those who are materially engrossed. And the verse says, Tacha deha dravina janata lobha pashanda madhe nikshiptam syan nafala janakam shigram evatra vipra. It means, O Brahman, if the Lord's holy name is cast among the atheists who are lustful towards the body, material possessions, and family members, it will not quickly produce the fruit of love for him. So due to the influence of ignorance, the jiva thinks highly of his material body. He thinks highly of his family members and material attachments. He mistakenly considers the illusory energy which is active only where there is an absence of awareness of the Lord. He thinks as a supreme controlling entity, Bhagavan. He mistakenly considers the illusory energy as a supreme controlling entity, Bhagavan. Thus, he is unable to understand his true spiritual identity. By the power of Shri Krishna's name, the false egoism arising from the jiva's ignorance is dispelled like fog. At that time, the jiva acquires a taste for performing Krishna bhajan. Okay, so that is our program for today. It is now 8 o'clock. All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Okay. Also, I'll mention I last night I figured out the schedule for our program for this. So let's do Jaidwani and then I'll say afterwards. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Param Gurudev Ki Jai, Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai, Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai, Saparshad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopigan Ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai, Jai Shri Śrīla Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Ki Jai, his transcendental Nam Mahima Kirtans Ki Jai, our prayers for the Nam Ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Rupa Goswami's Namashtak Ki Jai, Rupa Goswami's Upadeshamrita Ki Jai, Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami's Abhishta Shuchana Ki Jai, Jai Shri Hari Nāma Sankirtan Ki Jai. The Piyusha, the nectar of Shri Radha's name Ki Jai, and the Gara Dugda, the condensed milk of Shri Krishna's name Ki Jai, and this Surabhi Rag, the fragrant hima, ice of this raga, tense attachment for Krishna, ki jai. This supreme beverage, ki jai. Jai Shri Hari Naam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat Pranams, dear devotees. Really, that song was a recipe guide, wasn't it? Alright, Dandavat Pranams. Nuri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Krishna Premavati Didi, Champak Mataji, Rukmini Didi, Deepika Didi, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Sarveshwari Mataji, Amal Krishna Prabhu, and all the other devotees. Let's see who is on YouTube and Facebook. Here, Raseshwari Mataji, Shripad Bhaktivedanta Sajan Maharaj, Dandavat Pranams Maharaj, Raj Kishori Didi, Bhakti 1008. Oh, that's Vanksiwala Prabhu. Okay, new account. All right, good to know. Oh, and Kishori Mohan Prabhu is there. Dandavat Pranams, Kishori Mohan Prabhu. And Bhojana-lālase Didi, and Neela Didi, and everybody else watching. Also, all the devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jai Prabhu, Krishna Vallabha Didi. Krishna Vallabha Didi, Ananda Pradayani Didi, Anuradha Mataji, Vrinda Didi, and Krishna Mai Didi, and all the other devotees watching. Dandavat Pranams. Thank you so much for joining. And so, our schedule. Let me just look really quick. Here, I'll let you see. I sent it to, because I was just working out with Manjulali. She'll come on again. And okay, where is it? I wrote it in the message to her. Here it is. Okay, so today we went over Bhojana-lālase and Hari He Tomāre Bhuliyā. Then tomorrow we'll have a special program for Param Gurudev's appearance day. And then the day after that, we'll go through the first part of Shikshashtakam, like the first 4 songs of Shikshashtakam, which is all about clearing our anarthas. Then the day after that will be Śrīla Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada's appearance day. The day after that, we will go over Shikshashtak part 2. And then, on February 8th and 9th, Manjulali Didi will come on, and 2 days she'll take us through the Namashtak. And then on February 10th, we'll go through the 100 names of Mahaprabhu. And on February 11th, we'll go through the 120 names of Krishna and conclude this Nam Kirtan program. And maybe we can, at the end, if we like, we can go through more Nam Kirtans, like the Nagar Kirtans. We could go through that more carefully. And I don't know, there's other songs related to the name that we've already gone through before. Or we'll figure out. But yeah, that's going to be the program for this Nam week. All right. Dandavat Pranams. Krishna Premavati Didi says, I love that recipe by Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. Yes. Yes. And so when we chant, we can meditate on these two songs. These are very nice prayers to meditate on before we chant. All right. Oh, also, yesterday I sent out what we read. I fixed it up. I made it a lot better. And I sent it out. You can find it on vineofdevotion.com. And if you go there, you'll find the list of all these. If you look at that post, you'll find a link for where you can select which songs that we've been going through in this Nam section. Make your selection, and I will send it to your email today. So, if you'd like these 2 songs that we went through right now, if you want those, if you want the song we went through yesterday, Krishnanam Thore Kotabal, if you want that in your email, go to vineofdevotion.com, see my last post, and fill out that form, and I'll send it to you. All right. Is there anything anybody wants to mention before we end the program for today? All right. Dandavat Pranams. See you all tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe. Wait, just looking one last time on Restream. Okay. Hari Bol.